everyone, Coach Amber here. I just want to show you a couple warm-up and a couple stretching that you can do at home. The first thing you want to start with is some cardio, so doing some jumping jacks or running in place is good. And then we're going to stretch out our arms. A good arm stretch is doing cross body, one arm straight, one arm bent. And go ahead and switch to the other side. Then to get that upper arm, you can do up and over the head. Big stretch here. Next, we want to see if we can stretch out some of our pike muscles. This is stretching out your hamstrings. So you want to reach for your toes, really keeping your legs as straight as possible. It's okay if you can't touch the floor. It's okay to just reach for your ankles. You want your body to weight to be slightly forward. Holding here. And then from there, you can go into a straddle stretch, reaching towards the floor, just hanging out there. You can shift over to one leg or the other. Our next stretch is going to be more for our arms and upper back, reaching up towards the ceiling, keeping one hand on the ground. And you want your legs to be only slightly wider than hip width apart when you do this one. From there, we can go to the floor. We're just going to stretch out our ankles. Stretching out your ankles and your wrists is really good for gymnastics, just so we don't hurt ourselves. So we just do some simple rolls. And then from there, we can do our pike again, really flexing, pointing your feet. Flex your feet up, try to reach for your toes. If you can reach your toes, you can try to pull your heels off the ground. Again, keeping your legs as straight as possible when you do this. Next, in our points, you can reach for your heels, or you can reach for the floor next to it. But again, you want to keep your legs as straight as possible. Next, we're going to go into our straddle. And for our straddle, we can work our side obliques, stretching out our side. One arm is reaching opposite, one straight to the side. You don't want to let your shoulder go in and out for this one. Going to the other side. From there, you can also face your leg. Get a little bit more of a stretch. Try not to let either of your hips come off of the floor. Really want them to stay down to the floor. And from there, we have our favorite butterfly. You can fly around for a little bit, just stretching it out. And then you want to see if you can try to bring your forehead to your toes, your chin to your toes, or your chest to your toes. That's a progressive level we got. And then you can also try reaching out in front of your toes. Last thing we are going to work on is some lunges. So you can have one leg out in front. Going forward, you really want your knee to be right over your heel for this part, so feel free to move your foot forward if you need to. And then you can have both legs straight, really reaching down to the floor, or you can reach forward for a little bit more of a stretch. And then once you do that on both sides, you can start working your splits. So for your splits, you really need to watch out for your hips staying square and your front leg staying straight. Keep your toe pointed as always. It's gymnastics. So you can just stretch into your split. Try to keep it as straight as possible. If you want more of a stretch, you can go down, try to hug your front foot. And then coming right out of it, going for your other side. Thank you guys.